Yeah, alright, everybody, welcome to the Indie Showcase with the Birdman. I am said Birdman. This right here is the Sultan's game. Now, I'll be the first to admit that I saw and heard plenty of the Sultan's game before checking it out for myself, mainly due to the overwhelming amount of praise and reviews for it. However, whenever I'd glance at the Steam page, I just couldn't get my head around it. Frankly, I blame my smooth brain for that. You see, after spending some time with it, I came to find out it's an experience as deep as one found in Cultist Simulator, for example. Hard-based strategy with an ample amount of resource management that branches into a vast amount of narrative paths that look to challenge your morals. At its core, the Sultan's game is about people, and what or how you're willing to do to set people to survive a very morbid game. A seemingly innocent decision with no victims now may fester in the background of the narrative, only to rear its head much later in a tougher predicament. That said, if you enjoy what you see of Sultan's game here today, I'll have a link for you in the description down below to pick it up for yourselves at a discount throughout July 10th as part of the Steam Summer Sale. Let's go. Alright everybody, it's time for us to personally experience the Sultan's game ourselves. One thing I will note before we start, my videos normally very fast-paced, a lot of cuts. We're gonna do some of that, but we'll keep it down to a minimum for this one, mainly for the purpose that this game is very narrative focused. So if I suddenly, skip out like the context of a decision that turns out being very terrible or something, I don't necessarily want people to be like, but why did that happen? We have storytellers here, very much like you'd find in something like RimWorld, and they work similar to the RimWorld storytellers. You come from a noble family that served the Sultan for generations. Please choose your family's origin. It's kind of give you like a couple of upgrades to start off with. The more times you play, the more options you unlock to start off with, a little bit extra to make things easier for you for future runs. So keep in mind, it has that little roguelike mechanic to it. We're gonna go with, I like the idea of gold early. It's very useful, especially as a noob. Choose the personal ability you are most proud of. I want to go with sociability and charisma. And then here we have bodies. These are literally bodies at our disposal. 3 people or 1 person, you're saying? Well, normally thinking 3 slaves could be useful because it's 3 bodies to, distribute around. But I had personally a bit more success with the noble because there's a certain function the noble can do early that the slaves cannot. And then we also have a wife. Is she gonna remain her wife for long? I'm not sure, not after all the depraved things I'll be doing here.
What do you mean by that?
And here she is herself, the old magician. Right now we're gonna pick our first Sultan card. Okay, so this one is actually very, very good for us early on. Number 1, this is a stone card. Stone card is very low level. And number 2, it also happens to be cardinality, so as I mentioned about the depraved things I could be doing. Up here, 7 days. 7 days to break this card in order to, keep our heads on our shoulders. Our boy here, methinks, you could drag cards to him, and what this will do, it'll give you an idea what the card's about, and it'll also actually open up other events. What does he have to tell me about carnality? You stare at the carnality card in your hand. The intricate patterns on the card make you dizzy. The Sultan's butcher knife is right in front of you. Decide to release your desires home and pick someone from your surroundings to satisfy the Sultan's malice.
Oh my.
Here in your own territory, you may unleash your desires. Your wife is willing, as are those who harbor passion for you. Then again, under the rules of the Sultan's game, coercion is always a choice. But of course, I'm a married man, so obviously I have a wife that I can fornicate with and break this card and everything's fine.
But wait!
I also happen to have this dude here. You often share in spirited debates dissecting politics with passion and wit. Upon hearing of your plight, he volunteered to join you in weathering the storm. I have an admirer in Farash as well. So, it's just up to you how you want to handle it. I mean, the choice is yours to make. Over here we have the grand game. This is where the Sultan's at. You occasionally have to come over here yourself to take court, because the other people, followers of the Sultan, will badmouth you. So let's start off by going to the bookstore. This is another place to get information. We would need 1 gold coin, and the reason why we have to use gold coin here is because it's going to help us pick out a book, which then we could read ourselves and increase our stats Let's see. This requires wisdom and sociability. 2 and 2. 3 and 1. 1 and 2. I think Faraj might work well for this one here. And again, I'm going to skip on that one. I could easily do it, but I won't. This one's very good if you have like extra slaves to put down to work. Meanwhile, your noble takes care of all the issues and just brings money. We're going to use our wife here for this one. So right now, we'll just go with this one here. If you give a gift, it might give you like some extra benefits. We have nothing at the moment, so that's it. Let's go ahead and end our day. Frequent appearances in the palace are necessary as water and air to living. Missing a friend only loses some benefits, but missing an enemy means not knowing the words that escalate into the lips, from their lips into the Sultan's ear. So again, a lot of people are always backstabbing and scheming here in this game, so we heard people talking. We got something about tactics, which we could use down the line. We'll have methinks take a little look at that. Imagine a state here, we're going to have our first dice roll check. Now, we're going to have 4 dice. We have to get 3 successes here to get our highest returns. We could get lower, but if we're looking to get some big money here, we want to make sure... Oh, that's a terrible one. If we throw a gold die in there, it'll instantly be a positive. But, I did start off the game with money, so not getting the highest amount of money for this one is not the end of the world, so yeah, I'll just eat it. We got 2 coins. Normally, max that I think I've gotten from this would be like 5 early on. And then what's happening here at the bookstore? The Angler isn't the largest bookstore in town, but it's certainly the most refined and oldest one. If you're willing, you can surely find some good books there. So we have indeed acquired a book for 1 gold coin that I put in there. We got a fitness manual, so that's going to probably more than likely be physical and combat oriented, I'd say. You need at least 2 successes as you are both nobles. The requirement reduces by 1. So this is to get some information from the person who was there already. So let's see if we could finally get a good roll, and we did. Excellent. Taste and wisdom, morality, and ability have nothing to do with each other, but most people rely on taste to choose their friends. So we were able to speak to Imami. How you doing, Mommy? They discuss some topics from the book, but you gain real-world information from it. So, this is a low-tier criminality card. There is no need to focus on your own people. Solving it is not as difficult as you might first imagine. You come up with an idea. Event desperation has appeared.
And here we...
So what is desperation, you're saying? To complete the Sultan's game, you consider desperate measures such as directly seducing a nobleman's female relatives.
Yes!
So I could break this card right now. However, the House of Delights also opened up. What do we have here saying? The House of Delights is literally a whorehouse. And the person here happens to be of stone level. So here we could also plap, criminality card gone.
Yes!
Now, over at the Grand Game, as you can see, we have Sadani here. A captivating beauty. She was once the Sultan's undisputed favorite, but there will always be someone younger, someone fairer. So potentially, I could as well drop her criminality card there, drop ourselves over there, and be like, hey, Sultan, could I plap one of your concubines?
Yes!
I kind of wanted to do desperation because I've never done this before. I've never done the Grand Game one as well, but I've never done this one. This seems to be like more of a random thing that happened. And I feel like this might lead to more intrigue. So, go on ahead, my wayward son. Hopefully the news will get back to my wife and we're laying in bed with other nobles' relatives. We absolutely want to read the fitness manual. What this will do is give us an event where we could actually get that boost. So, this will be for +1 physique. Maddie's got 2, Faraj's got 2, but I'm more likely to send Faraj to like dangerous missions eventually where he could probably die than my wife. I'm not that cruel, I might sleep around on her, but I'm not gonna send her off to her death. That's just, heartless. So, Faraj, work out, my man. I'm not sure what this one is. I kind of want to do it just I've never done it before. Now, mind you, nobody's going to the Grand Game, so we're going to get somebody talking shit about us, but so be it. So yeah, Grand Game, we're not there. So let's see if somebody's going to go and slander us to the Sultan. Oh yes, they did. Slander card number 1. To complete the Sultan's game, you consider desperate measures such as directly seducing a nobleman's female relatives. Beauty, understanding, and voluptuous are necessary as long as they are foolish enough. So, you need at least 1 success from these 3 dice that we're about to roll. Oh! We did the bare minimum, but we got it. The next day, the Sultan laughed loudly in palace. The Sultan laughed loudly in palace at her name, You knelt with her father, one trembling, the other sighing deeply. We gained some infamy for such an act. But our carnality card is now broken. Are we done, you're saying? No. So we're just starting. We have to survive a lot of Sultan's games. And in doing and progressing further and further, new stories open up. Almost as soon as you break the Sultan card, a voice echoes in the Lapis Palace. Who would have thought we'd hear such vulgar, sordid scandals in court? You'd even use them as some sort of achievement. Your political enemy, Mufal, is shaking his head, casting a sharp look around at the courtiers. Meanwhile, the nobles lower their heads, hiding in, oh, he's at it again, reflection in their eyes. Nawful once more kneels before the Sultan, his spine rigid, voice clear and firm. You must let this absurd game continue, Your Majesty. Please resign the power you granted to Falcon 69. He should not be pardoned for the crime of adultery for a game. He suspiciously pauses before bowing his head. Such is the ruler's privilege. The Sultan seems intrigued by his words, smiling at you as if you really considering punishing you. My liege, who can stop me from entertaining you? You immediately knelt to the ground, accusing Nawful of having the wolf's ambition. Your king was only looking for a puppet show to enjoy, yet Nawful dared to overstep. What did he think he was?
Move this man!
We have a political enemy now. It's going to be rearing their head. So let's see what we have here in Fitness Manual. This should just be an easy one where Raj gets 1+2 physicality. No problem there. And Royal Library, this is one I'm unfamiliar with. Pushing ladders, carrying scrolls. We need 1 success here at the very least. My wife got at least 1. We keep getting by with a mere bare minimum. We found some valuable information, so we got a Mystique card from this. Well, now we have 3 days, you're saying? Well, not really, because again, the game continues. What do we get this time? This is a very interesting card. Number 1, it's bronze, so we don't have to aim too high. But bloodshed means killing. Boom! Bloodshed. What do you got for bloodshed? Kill one of your own followers to satisfy the Sultan's cruel game. But unfortunately, we have 2 people. Now, would this have been the perfect spot for a slave? Yes, but keep in mind, this is a bronze card, and slaves are normally stone unless they're leveled up. So, it would have been hard. But, I could kill Faraj right now.
You're a rascal.
Alright, so let's go ahead here. We should probably do the grand game today. The problem with this, however, is I'm going to send somebody else to handle, just to put an ear in there for me. Faraj or Maggie? Same one, huh? Let's do Faraj, and let's see if we could kind of gift. Tactics, maybe? We have an extra one. Oh, I don't want to send both of them. Hey. Only 1. Yeah, so let's go with ourselves here with a 5 and a 2 at the... Oh, we need 1 coin. You got it. Speaking of coin, I'm very low in coin in this run. We haven't had much success here with the estate. And I'm hoping we can finally turn this around. We'll see. Spend the day. Okay, so let's see what news I pick up in the Bad House. 7, I just need 1 success. Oh, I think I might roll it with a couple to spare. You don't know why you always hear about various things. Maybe it's because people don't mind when you walk up to them. During your conversation with everyone, you unexpectedly learned about the matter that needs attention. The stares of people piercing your exposed skin, even soaking in warm water, you can feel them. Like a fisherman's thrown spears and ropes when you rise from the pool, there is a feeling of more and more things tugging and pulling at you. Like a voyaging ship pulling a whale, it is hunting. So we have picked up an omen card here, a silver one no less. That's intriguing. Let's see what Faraj accomplished here for us. No bad mouthing, good. We got some inside information. And what about the card that we... Nice. He accepted it and we got 1 influence point for that. And we also have an event. A river that flowed through the territories of 2 nobles suddenly changed its course recently. Now it flows through one noble's land, but hardly through the others. The latter presented this matter to the Sultan, requesting an adjustment to their land borders. He's willing to cede a larger piece of land in exchange for the area where the river flows. The Sultan asked what you think about this matter. You step in front of the guard and draw his sword, and throw it between the two nobles, telling them to let the blade decide. The Sultan is entertained, clapping his hands and urging them to fight to the death. The two nobles nervously pick up the sword, trying to maintain their dignity, and then begin to fight fiercely. Ultimately, one will survive, covered in the other's blood, winning the land in the river. But apart from the Sultan, no one in the palace would cheer for this. What about the estate? I need a good roll here finally. 3 successes. Oh, thank you. It was about time. 5 gold coin, I like to see that. There's a bloodshed card of low tier. In fact, there's no need to focus on your own people. There may be a place in the city where you can kill without any burden, but it's a bit risky. We have Vanity here. I kind of want to hear this guy. Here's Honorable Bloodshed. Project Investment. Prepare myself. Equip myself. Packs of Vicious Dogs. Cape of Spring. So this is going to be equipment for Charisma. So the dude just gonna send me a gift straight up, huh? I'm gonna put it on myself for now to maximize, but you know, if somebody else needs Charisma on the fly, we could remove it and whatnot. So for now, I'll put it on myself. Let's see what we have here at the Honorable Bloodshed. Duel with gladiators without grudges using combat skills to entertain the nobles. Failure will lead to death, obviously. Now, do I have to do this myself, or... Oh no. You see, I'm not a combat-focused individual whatsoever, dog. I got 2 combat, but I mean... Well, you know what just opened up? An equipment store opened up. We have a dagger. Combat 1. Bouquet, I don't think that's going to really do it for us. Shield and helmet. Physique 2, combat 1. I could probably see myself decking myself out in that dagger and the shield and helmet, just coming over there and just taking someone out. Project investment. A female craftsman who calls herself an inventor came to your door, eagerly and enigmatically introducing you to her latest research project. She assured you that the development had reached its final stage and she was needing a little bit more sponsorship. Wisdom lays the foundation and gold brings success. I'm unfamiliar with this altogether, but you can break an extravagance card. Oh. So, here's what I'm gonna do at least. I'll buy that gold coin for sure, or at least that dagger. And immediately, I will give it to myself. And really quick, let's dump me in to prepare myself. This is an easy event, and as long as you have something equipped, all they want you to do is like learn about equipping yourself, so. Now, let's check out Vanity. Nayla's Vanity is renowned as her charm. She sends you a message suggesting to use a Sultan card on her. This way she can return to being the center of the palace gossip, and you in the process may gain immense pleasure. She obviously thinks carnality is the only option, but you know better.
I can't believe you've done this.
Alright, we're gonna switch it up. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do the Vanity thing just yet, but for a fact I'm gonna try this one because I've never done this before. So Maggie's gonna be Wisdom. They need 5 gold coin. And no extravagance. Some items may... I have no items that can help out in this, I'm pretty sure. Oh, actually I do. Instant Information 9. I'm gonna put this down at least for 2 rerolls. I'm gonna try it. I'm curious. Yeah, I know. Nobody's there. Slander. Second slander. You know, let me, I guess, use those first. Oh, no! Nice! Good thing I kept them. Alright, so we'll get 5 gold on that one. Very good. Anything extra? No. Here we go. Nayla's Vanity. Yeah, we already read this. When you pull out the shiny Sultan card, she excitedly grabs it, admiring the magical flowing patterns. But why is there a picture of a woman taking her own life?
How come my name's on this?
Now I have to imagine there's going to be some very big repercussion for this. Well, first and foremost, let's draw our next Sultan card. You won't be happy unless I kill everybody, do you? Are you? Okay, so we're going to keep this one a bit on the low-key side because there's really nothing that's kind of standing out to me. For a fact, though, we need to go to the Sultan's spot and Royal Library. Wisdom. The problem is that me and Faraj are dumb, so that's not good for us. Let's have me handle this, and I'm gonna throw in the opportunity card in there, see if we could get a little nice gift or something, and then we'll just send here Faraj for a bit extra gold. Let's run away, says your wife. If we continue doing these horrible things, we will all not be ourselves anymore. This is also a possibility you ponder. Can't do it. You can cover your wife's mouth, afraid that the Sultan's spies are eavesdropping. Thoughts like these don't ever voice the idea of spoiling the Sultan's mood. Alright, you know what? Let's go to the merchant shop, and I'm gonna buy this shield and helmet now. Alright, let's try it out. Combat. Anything that can help me out here? Cape of Springs is charisma. Maybe get a reroll or something? Bloodshed. 6 combat, huh? And Faraj is still available. I guess I'll just send him to the grand game for now. Honorable Bloodshed, here we go. I just need 1 success? Oh my. I freaked out over nothing. No! Look at that. Your boy got an honorable son. Well, I mean, the first time we fornicated outside of marriage, then we killed an individual. Not properly, I don't think. So yeah, you know what? This is our very first honorable Sultan card break. You spot Nawfal at the Angler's bookstore. His head buried in an ancient book. You haven't decided whether to mock him or ignore him when he spots you and he leaves as if brushing off dirt, leaving behind a book he was perusing. You vow you have no interest in what he reads, but inadvertently glimpse at the cover's title, The False Freedom. You know what? Fuck this guy. What is this? This title piqued your interest. As you skimmed through a few pages, you found it to be just a collection of commonplace political allegories describing various ugly behaviors under a tyrant's rule. Filled with cliched viewpoints, nothing noteworthy. However, wait. You suddenly notice a note tucked within one of the pages. You discreetly slipped into your pocket, intending to examine it at home. Note within a book. When you caress a cold cardigan in the dead of night, Maggie walks softly behind you with a lamp, gently massaging your aching temples. Come to bed, dear. She takes your hand, kisses it lightly, naturally making you set the card aside, then softly says, perhaps tomorrow we could ask the priest. They might know how to banish the magic from this card. Maggie follows the Immaculate Purity, or rather the city's largest temple worships this ancient and powerful deity. But to make a god, to make such a being notice this game? Your mental lake ripples slightly. Perhaps they could truly help you, but you can't shake the feeling this will bring unexpected trouble. You no longer want to be pushed by such cruel game rules, no longer want to betray your conscience repeatedly for 7-day cycles. You hold Maggie's soft hand, noting, alright, you stand embracing your wife. If the priest can truly end this cruel game, nothing could be better. So it seems that we're getting an out if we want to pursue that, or just continue being a scumbag and playing the Sultan's game. Stone Conquest, it's not too bad. I would have to take land over. But you know what? Change this card. Gold is going to be a problem. Alright, hey, note with a book, or note within the book, tell me about this. You sent people to investigate the address on this note, and it took some time before realizing that hidden behind some twists and turns, the remote mansion actually belongs to Nawfal. You feel a slight stir. Was leaving this note a negligence or coincidence or a bait for the willing? You might watch Nawfal's movements these days. Maybe he really will. We'll get some news of the Bad House. We're 4 and 2 on that. Oh, you know what? While I'm at it, might as well remove this and give myself more charisma again. 14? Damn, we just need 5? I think we'll be good. I mean, we got exactly 5. My hero has completed the project. She shows you a complex and magnificent instrument with intricate patterns. Mirror of Stars. This is weird. Hey, you're not gonna badmouth me, are you, dude? No. We're good. Oh, hey. Good job, Raj. I would have to have done something terrible to you. Nobody at the state, yeah, that's to be expected. Event seeking order aid has appeared. Audience with the Vizier has appeared. Oh, I think this is, that's the guy who sent me the code, right? And he was like, hey, that Nawfal dude, whatever. Oh, here we go. Your informant reported that Nawfal indeed went into the secluded location. Perhaps it's time to investigate. Its political adversary, a silver courtier at least, has always opposed you. Indeed, the Sultan card grants you an extraordinary authority. You could legally eliminate him using the Bloodshed card. Is that right? But I can't because I got a gold card. It needs to be gold. I mean, it doesn't mean I can't kill him still, but if I want to. But, you know, I can't use the bloodshed card here, unfortunately. Damn. Alright, everybody, that's said and done. We're way over time with this one, so I'm going to start wrapping it up here. I hope you have enjoyed our look at the Sultan's game. I've given you an idea how to play it. You know, as I mentioned, it can feel a little bit overwhelming at first, but it's very easy to understand once you start playing it. Even though at first you're kind of like, oh man, there's a lot of options here. What am I doing? Just go with the flow and you'll kind of get it. Once you start getting a lot of these things done, accomplished, reaching certain points, you unlock these fate points, which you could then, as I've mentioned, start off with a better hand. So we have like the Glimpse of God card here. It costs 40. You can do something as easy as a Dark Alley Libertine for 3 points. You can also start with a bit more money. The Book Rental Club card, so you don't have to actually spend money every single time. VIP card, I believe, for the Bad House. So the more times you play, the more stuff you learn, and the more things you earn to make your life easier for the future. But again, really in-depth game that once you start playing it, you start losing track of time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Information down below in case you want to check it out for yourselves. As I've mentioned, it is now currently on sale on Steam throughout the Steam Summer Sale through July 10th. I'll catch you guys next time.